Right there.
Hello, my name's Rodney Armstrong. I want to send you this video trying to talk about the Challenger JXD 506G. I put my kit together. I put my drone together. I charged my batteries fully, put brand new batteries in the controller. This is all I have left, is just the empty box, my spare blades, my spare everything, my chargers, my booklet, and my controller. Everything else I put the quadcopter together. Always my first flights and stuff like that on my quadcopters, I always put my prop shields on too, so that, you know, the SD card, the prop shields, everything's on the quadcopter that took off. I had it hovering. I popped it up in the air, had it hovering. It was going to the right a little bit, so I trimmed it up, got it hovering nice and perfect. So I decided to take it down the field and back down the field, maybe 7 to 10 feet off the ground. So then I decided, okay, everything's going good, so I raised it up to about 20 feet in the air and got to behind the dumpster where I am in the field out here. I'll show you here shortly. And took it up 20 feet in the air. Then all of a sudden it lost the signal. The quadcopter went to the left, went back to the right, and then just started going away. So I ran down there to it when I noticed that it started going to the left and the right, and I didn't have any control of it anymore. I ran down to it and watched it as it was started taking off, and I noticed it was probably a good 50, 70 feet off the ground, something like that. So I ran back to my car, jumped in my car to follow it. About a mile and a half down the road, around the corners and over by these businesses, I'm watching it in the sky, and it's thousands of feet in the air. I mean, the clouds were very high that day, sunny day, and it was up there with them. I mean, if I had to guess, 20, 30,000 feet easily. Cruising altitudes of airplanes and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was up there. And then finally I saw it as I'm on the service road fixing to make a left on Riverside Drive, trying to follow it. I noticed it was pretty good ways away from me still, because I couldn't just run straight to it. It was pretty good ways away from me as I seen it falling in this neighborhood. And I've spent all last weekend, and this is the 4th day of this week from last Friday when I got it in, and cannot find it. It is where nobody can see it, or in a tree somewhere. We can't find it anywhere. So I'm asking to get another quadcopter, you know, because I really want to. This quadcopter looks so awesome sitting there hovering. I really like the design and the look of this quadcopter. If I have to get a refund, I'd still like to try to buy another one. I hear that fly-offs are very rare, so I didn't think I'd be one of the rare ones, you know, where it just flew off. I've never had one fly off like that before. If I had one lose signal, it either fell out of the sky or landed itself. But this one here, it did not land, it took off. Now what I'll do is I'll take you out to the field next door and show y'all where I fly it. And the field's right here, right next door to my house right here. And this is where I fly all my quadcopters. I am walking out to the end of my driveway to come around the fence to my little field, which is good enough for any camera drone. I would never fly a racer in here because, you know, it'd just be up and down. There's too much obstacles for that. But a camera drone, you know, my Sima X8G It flies great in here. It flies fine. Today's a windier day. That day was a lot calmer than today, but I was right about right here whenever I started flying it, got it all leveled properly. It was hovering real nice, smooth as can be, the smoothest quadcopter I've ever seen in the air. So I decided to fly it down the field, down there towards past the dumpster and back, and everything was going good. So I got to about where the dumpster is again and decided to go up a little higher with it. You know, as you see, I do have room. Tried to go up a little higher, so it moved to the left on its own, then it moved to the right on its own, and I got worried, so I come down here to it, to right here where this tree is. It got itself behind it, so I was kind of worried about it hitting the tree. I wish it would have hit the tree, it wouldn't have took off. But so then here's the dumpster right beside me. So then right up this tree line, it just left. It kept going, so I ran back, jumped in my car to follow it, and by the time the battery ran out or could get to it, that sucker was gone. There's no way I could find it. I don't believe it could survive a fall from that thousands and thousands of feet in the air. It was clear. I had to get out of my car on the service road just to get a good bead on it again, and got back in my car. And I seen the neighborhood that it fell in. I put signs out, everything for somebody to, if they find it, you know, call me. And nobody's called me. It's been almost a week later. And if the product did come in, I would definitely send it back to you. I wouldn't try to fly it because it'd probably just take off again, you know. But I'm looking to try to get another one or a refund so that I can get another one. That's all I want. This quadcopter is awesome looking right at first, and I was just so excited. But when it took off like that, that's what I hear is a very rare thing. But I appreciate your